It's Tartan coming at you with another episode of Hades. And we are going to jump in on attempt number 14. We got a diamond, and I'm pretty excited to see what comes of this. So we should be able to get... We're going to talk to everybody.
You lost a duel to the death with an exalted brightsword, did you? They're pretty much the best of the best, so don't feel bad. It had to happen. But if it's any consolation, it'll probably happen again.
Roasted.
Probably.
For shame.
Not everybody knows exactly how to give you pets and live to tell of it, right, boy?
Good old Cerberus. Alright, so I have this nectar. I want to save it to give it to Medusa, because she's so sweet. And I like her so much, and I want to give her a present. But she's not around right now, so I'm going to hold on to it. I'm just not going to spend it on anyone. Hello, that one trombone. How are you on this fine night?
I took possession of the list of minor prophecies of the three fates. As ever, I should never have doubted my daughter's expectations. I was uncertain you had necessary guidance to select it from among the house contractor's many opportunities.
Hey, Bear. Yeah, I'm having a great time. I got into Elysium and beat the Minotaur in a video this morning that I did. But that's as far as I've gotten.
List of minor prophecies to me. Chances are I'm going to pick it up. Though, you make it sound like there's more I should know about it. Should I be concerned?
Hey, Natasha.
You know exactly what is necessary and no more. I know better than anyone never to tamper with the Fates' design. Though, if they had cruelty in store for you through their list, I think that I would warn you anyway.
Oh, that's so nice of her to say, even if it's not true. No. You know, when Nyx inevitably betrays me, I won't be sad about it. I'll believe that she had to do it.
That's somehow reassuring.
But, yeah, we just got our diamond, so it's the first time I got out of Asphodel, which means, I think, we're going to get Orpheus, which, yeah, there we go. I am very excited about this.
I commute our court musician sentencing effective now.
Oh, hello.
Ah, Orpheus.
Magnificent.
Oh, hello, Zagreus. I understand you liberated me from my eternal punishment.
Huh.
And so I have returned to serve your father here. Thanks.
Huh. You know, not what I thought they would look like.
Orpheus, you're back. Look, don't get on father's bad side like that.
All right.
You're going to be fine.
You got the lyre, says it's Orpheus, I believe it. I am interested to figure out, like, what's going on with this treatment of that.
I grieve for you, my friend. But if you've come to ask me for a song, why, I'm afraid I must stand firm about my answer.
Yeah, Bear, I met Eurydice. I thought she looked like too dryatic, and then I was talking to somebody about it, and I was like, isn't she like a person? Because I hadn't gone back and read the theogony and stuff. They're like, oh, after a little bit, they were like, oh, she's like an all-naiad. And then I looked at them, and I said, what's going on? And they were like, oh, I looked it up on the internet. Apparently the Wikipedia for a bunch of these, like, what I would call minor Greek characters is incredibly extensive now. 8 years ago, you could not get, like, the Eurydice discourse on there. Of course, it's pronounced Eurydice, but everybody says the C's wrong, and so I do too. But yeah, I met Eurydice a couple of times. She's so nice. I'm not going to give him the nectar. I'm saving the nectar for Medusa. I just love her so much. Here she is! I didn't know she would be around. Sometimes she's not.
Miss Dusa?
Miss Dusa. I love it.
It's nothing really, just for your hard work.
Prince, I'm really grateful for this, really, and I thought I kind of got something for you.
She's so adorable.
Thanks, Miss Dusa.
The Harpy Feather Duster.
Prince, your father, I think he's pretty steamed right now about something, so maybe you could stay away from him, or I could tell him you're not here.
She's trying to be a bro.
I'm not afraid of him, and neither should you be. You're the best help he's ever found.
That's right. You are the best help she's ever found.
Just doing my job here, Prince.
Achilles, did you ever used to pray to the gods? Make offerings to them and such back when you were alive?
We know that he did. This is a good question, though, because Zagreus wouldn't have read the Iliad. Do they have the Iliad in the underworld? I mean, probably not. This is a question that I almost feel like I have to have the answer to, right? So, is this like pre-Iliad? Does Hades know that the Iliad's going to get written and then Achilles is going to get a big head about it because he knows that he's famous? Is this like, does Achilles know that everybody's going to know who he is yet? Because, of
Maybe
course,
it's
that's a
just my
huge amount of the
effort.
pathos of
I
Achilles'
always had my doubts
story.
the gods were listening, that they could even hear. Though I suppose that if you make an offering, they might be so inclined, just for the moment anyway. They're helping much.
They're helping, definitely, sir.
But, Hades would talk to us, but, he's just going to yell. We're going to...
How's my
We're
favorite boy
just
doing
going to
now?
fed Cerberus again. Yeah, I basically liked Medusa immediately. I talked to her, and then, there's a flash of recognition, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's Medusa. And, Medusa, she had a hard time of it. And so I'm glad to see her get a little bit of, like, a cheerful redemption, even if it's a little, like, over-the-top anxiety.
Why, I can scarce believe my eyes. Is that
Oh,
you,
he's gonna
boy?
talk some trash.
Cerberus, look who it is. He's back.
I love the voice acting right there. That's funny.
Cerberus looks mournfully toward the prince.
Hades is gonna tease me for dying. Yeah, you say you assume I'm having a good time? Yeah, it's basically all I was thinking about. I didn't make any mistakes at work, but I very well could have, just because it was all I was thinking
No need
about.
to drag the dog into this, father.
Yes. So it was just Megara for a bit, and then Electo showed up. I haven't beat Electo, I don't think. And then my last run was the first time where I met Tisiphone, which I don't know if you know this, Bear. Well, actually, you would know this because of Discord. So yeah, you know that Tisiphone is like my name. So it's a lot of fun to meet
Anything
her.
you say
She's
to
got
me,
quite the
you say in
personality,
front of
doesn't she?
Cerberus.
Murder.
You might even learn a thing or two from him of listening and of obedience.
I love that little interaction. That's funny stuff. All right, do we have enough for any more of these things? All right, so these are all just decorations, but we can also... Hey, yeah. These are all... Everything that's not a work order. Everything that's not a work order is not worth doing because it's just, changing the appearance. That'll be worth doing in the long run, perhaps. But, alright, so Tizzy's not around. And we're just going to listen. To whom? Causing this blood pressure. Who exactly is the supervisor here? Good stuff. Alright, and we have 500 darkness. We're going to review this, so we've gotten... Oh, we'll get a ton of amber, but it's... Or whatever that thing is.
Achilles' codex. I'm getting somewhere with it.
But we...
Tartarus is gloomy enough without Orpheus in it.
We now have 145 of the chest because we got the things, so... Alright, we have one more of the Thonic colleagues to meet. And then we'll be able to get 10 keys, which that should be good. And we're like 3 short of this reward from Athena, so we're going to take Athena's item into the next one. My preferred weapon. So far, I've had the best results with the spear, but I want to be good with the bow. I like Artemis like a lot, just as a personal thing. We'll go to 2 levels of Death Defiance, and so I like her. But right now, we're gonna try to get Athena's boons up. No, Bear, not at all. I'm happy to have the questions. Love to answer them. This game's been very highly recommended to me from a lot of people, of course, because I have such like a background in loving Greek myth and stuff. Although I'm sure to say a bunch of things that are wrong and then embarrass myself because they'll be on the internet forever. It looks like it wants me to use the Stygian blade this time, so we get the bonus there. So that's just what we'll do. But I do want to run and see if we get a couple more of the upgrades, because with 145 gems, we should be good. But my favorite ability so far that I've gotten is the Poseidon dash, where you dash and it does like a big AoE thing. I like that a lot. And then that one basically for anything feels great. We could update the thing with a list of boons. That seems okay, but we'll probably save that. Yeah, so we can get... This one would get us more stuff, but... Yeah, we'll add the chamber into Elysium, and that way, when we get up there again, we'll be good.
What is it do you think that shall achieve?
And then all of the fountains will improve, and that'll be good.
Not like he's paying any heed.
Oh, be still.
And,
Well, I don't see
yeah,
why
you know,
not.
why not do
The more
this?
I know about the boons I'm offered, the better off I'll be.
You won't be better off, believe you me.
I will be better off. Anything Hades tells me can't be trusted, and that means...
Oh,
Okay. So this would just let me see what the feasible ones could be for all of them, so that's good. So, you know, I could figure out what was going on. But, yeah, we haven't met one more god, which, I mean, it's Apollo, right? I don't know if he's in the game. But there's Hephaestus as well that isn't here. There's a few potential options there. But now we've got 2 resurrections, and we'll have enough keys. We'll probably keep unlocking the weapons now that I've gotten my...
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, keep going.
But my favorite thing that's not the things that I mentioned, though, is Artemis's change to the cast.
you are weakling, boy. Disgraceful.
He calls me a
Now strike
weakling.
again and make it hurt this time.
That's not very polite. I'll get over it. You say you're waiting for the second game to release on Switch, but it's hard to resist the spoilers. Ah, yes. Well, I'm glad that it is engaging for you.
It comforts me to see how far you've come, cousin, and I am confident that you shall make your way eventually. I shall look forward to our conversations then.
Yes, I'm sure she will. Alright, so attack is stronger and can deflect. Special stronger and can deflect. We'll go with stronger attack and deflecting. Deflecting just generic good, right? Because if all you're doing is spamming your attacks, then you'll be fine, and deflecting's good. Am I aware that the game has romanceable mechanics? No, I have not gotten any ambrosia yet. I have only gotten the nectar.
Gods grant me strength.
And pretty nice. Now we get, you know, just an even stronger attack. And generically stronger generic attack is always going to be,
That's what you get.
you know, beneficial. That's going to be the bread and butter, unless it isn't. Alright, so Athena boon, yeah, Athena boon over money. Need to go with the boons over money, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. 3 Qs. Or right clicks, rather. I always forget to use them, but they are quite strong, even if you don't have them boosted. And special, meh. generic. Our abilities that can deflect also make foes exposed. We'll go with just 7%. No, it's all bad. Yeah, we'll just take this one. I should use Q more, so maybe getting the boost will increase me doing it, you know. And having the deflection in AoE should be fine if I could quit running into those. So you never did any of the romances beyond expanding your knowledge and relationships? Yeah. I will say I certainly haven't met any NPCs yet where I'm like, oh man, I wish that was my girlfriend.
Doomstone. Hi.
Oh no, too much damage.
Can't do that. Shattered that.
And here we go. A holy shield. See, this is what we were supposed to be doing, was taking things we hadn't had yet in order to get a ton of gems. And I don't even remember if I was paying attention or not. That one's Ramon. You're saying you should try this game sometime? I recommend it. I haven't played... I'm going to embarrass myself now. I don't even remember the guy's name. That it's like the studio runner or whatever. But they made this game called Bastion, and it was beautiful. I only played through it one time, but it was just a wonderful experience. They made another one called Transistor, I think, which I did not play, but I would love to someday. But, so, if we can buy...
Should be something useful here.
Life, alright. And then we're gonna bit... Nail of Talos, which is 50% armor damage. Yeah, sure, whatever. And we might as well take this too, because, you know, you cannot take it with you, as they say. A boss for a key or just generic thing. I think we'll take... the key. Supergiant, yeah. But anyway, Bastion was wonderful. Like, a truly beautiful experience. And people, like, this game, you know, like, was very, very well received as well. And I already feel like it's just a great experience. Gameplay-wise and story-wise, it's very engaging. I feel like even a person who didn't have, like, sort of like a lifelong interest in the Greek gods would still really like it. But it's certainly crunchy enough. For a person who, you know, like, maybe knows a little bit more than other people about it. I'm not, like, an expert. I wouldn't tender myself as one. I don't know Greek, for example, and I've never had, like, a college class in it, but I have read, like, all of the literature from Once Upon a Time, just, like, not the current, you know, academic stuff. But I'm no kind of expert in it, but I am an enthusiastic amateur, and, you know, like, I know the names of the Furies before the game tells me, that kind of thing. Not everybody does. I'm not tendering myself as an expert in Greek, but it certainly has enough, like, little things where I don't feel like it's like, this is just very mainstream. There's the breadcrumbing that goes on, the presentation of the gods and goddesses. I really, really like it. 10% HP, yeah, that's just the better one. We'll go for a key again because we want to unlock the old infernal arm. We just run right up to the key. We made the fountain slightly better. And another little boss fight for more gems, but if we go here, then we'll heal our health. I mean, we'll be fine. We should be able to beat a Fury in a fight. We've got 2 resurrections after all.
I can't. Not now.
Our attack does like so much damage that with these wizards, it's really not that tricky to get through them. Alright. So, Charon this way. Is there any other way? Nope. We should be able to... Yeah, so we don't have enough...
Charon's shot.
Yeah, we have enough for... Alright. We don't need to break all of them. These are the ones that are nice? No. Apparently, some of the blue ones will have gold in them sometimes. And sometimes they won't. Earlier, there was one single blue one and had gold. Alright, so if I take this... This is like a secret boon or whatever. You want to say something, Charon? Murga. You wonder if I would like playing Spiritfarer? I'm not sure. I don't think I've heard of that one. But I'm always, happy to receive more recommendations, whether or not I play one game for the next 1,000 hours or not. So we'll take the HP and the max HP over the health regen. Right, yeah, because that's just 30. And
I'll take this one.
Now we'll go have the fight. Who's it gonna be? Hey, it's Meg again.
I have to level with you, Zagreus. For all we've been through, never once have I wanted you to meet my sisters.
Interesting bit of autobiography. So I once dated a woman who one of the nicknames she went by was Meg, and I never ever called her that because of Megara the Fury. And
Can't imagine why not. We had a lovely
I've never met a woman named Electo or Tisiphone. If I did, I would probably clap my hands in delight and be like, your parents are the best.
You don't know what you're saying. There's a reason that they're not permitted in the house.
Ah.
Oh, come on. One of us
There's
is
a
gonna
reason
go
they're not
through.
permitted in the house. See, that's a little bit of a heavy thing. Yeah, I mean, she's nice. It's just,
Can't do that.
I'll make you hurt.
sure.
I'll make you suffer. Eat this.
I'm out.
I need to quit getting hit. No, I wasn't getting hit. I need to just start sinking damage in again.
Requesting backup Tartarus entryway.
Oh no, it's the thing I never dodged properly. And I walk over a trap. Fantastic. Alright, now what I need to do is not lose another charge, or I'm not going to get into Elysium again. I'm so bad at this game. I can't use the sword. I'm too much... I'm not even going to get through this. For perspective,
I will not
Finally. I'm so bad. I'm so bad.
Yes.
But, you know, we get our HP back. Too bad we lost both of our charges of resurrection. I'm so awful. I'd be embarrassed, but I don't have the capacity anymore.
Known also as the Furies, they are the trusted sentinels of Lord Hades, charged with torturing the worst of mortal kind, and ridding the underworld of any fool enough to trespass where they do not belong.
So you think your favorite part of the game is that you're rewarded even in death? Yep, that's, you know, the loop, it's so well done, because even when you fail, exactly, it doesn't feel like you're not getting anywhere. At least where I'm at right now, I always feel like, man, you know, if I had more keys or more currency or whatever.
Seems to be having difficulties.
Moving on. Should help.
And we'll go ahead and put the Cerberus collar on. Maybe I need to start wearing it the whole time. I was trying to get the Athena boons, though, so...
This heat.
Maybe I should just be wearing the Cerberus collar the whole time, though. Because I really don't need to be sinking my,
Drakens.
Yeah, I really liked the spear. I felt like the spear was more my speed. I liked being able to be mid-range. The bow was not mobile enough. And the spear was a nice medium. But, you know, it gives you the 20% more to do the whatever thing, but and of course you want to take a thing that you haven't moved forward, so we wouldn't want to be taking the spear up here anyway, since we've already cleared it with it one time. We can't get our diamonds, after all.
Who am I kidding? We can cut the small talk. I don't mind. I interrupt my brothers and sisters all the time.
And yeah, so 30% faster attack. This is just... Yeah, this is going to allow me to pretend to be decent at the game for a short amount of time. If only I still had my health. Alright. A Daedalus thing is really good. It's probably better than 25 max health to me. Because if we get one that gives us, like, bigger range or something like that, if it exists. Yeah, this, the increased speed is wonderful. We're not going to be able to get those. Can we? Yeah, alright. I made a huge tiny mistake having those into the guy in the water. Into the water. I will invariably call fire water. As long as it is red, it's water to me. Alright, attack deals 300% damage to armor. Hoarding Slash seems cool, but not good. Attack doing 300% damage to armor actually seems very, very solid for my sort of run in and hit him with a stick style of play. We're going to go to the pomegranate because we don't have money. Yeah, the funny thing is, Bears, like, I don't actually feel, like, that frustrated when I die most of the time. Like, I get, like, annoyed with I'm like, oh, I should have, you know, remembered the thing that I said I was going to try to do or whatnot, but... Because the gameplay loop is very satisfying, and the randomness is not at all annoying to me, at least not yet. I don't have any of the times where I'm like, man, I just sure wish that I could choose exactly what I was going to have. Like, I'm still having a good time discovering everything, you know, and that sort of stuff. The freshness of it is great. I can totally see this being a game I get obsessed with. I don't know if it's going to happen, you know, I can never predict that for myself, but...
The power of Olympus. Olympus.
Because theoretically, I could choose to become good at anything. Level up Divine Strike again. Artemis Boon, yes, Artemis Boon over health. Because if you get her homing cast, it's just the best thing.
Oh no.
Oh no, we'll be fine. The bonus damage against armor actually is just like super wonderful for this. Alright, I reevaluated. That's a really good Daedalus ability. But I mean, there probably might be some better ones. But the armor is a huge portion of their HP, so...
See you next time.
You met Athena earlier, I guess. I'd never trade my bow for all that pomp and armor, but I guess to each her own.
I love Artemis, just so much. I know she'll never love me. Here we go, True Shot, my favorite thing.
Let's hunt some dead.
I really, really like True Shot. It's like, it's the crutch. The crit on it can be really good. You can just like... And not having to aim is nice. This room is real interesting, but my abilities are very good, or at least suited to my playstyle in this run. Really, anything that increases my attack speed by 30% is likely to be pretty solid for me, though. All right, more nectar this way, so we're definitely going to take this. Because if I see Eurydice, I have to give her one, obviously. And I also have this thing where I like, because I love Sisyphus a whole lot, which you might anticipate since you know me. But I always want to give him some, you know, he's had a hard knock life. And anything I can do to make him a little happier is it's worth it in my book.
Must be the last of them. Can't do that. Cheers.
One more delicious nectar, and we've unlocked a pool.
Here goes nothing. Bot.
And we get Cyclops Jerky, which is 30% more damage on the attack. Pretty good. We're going to leave the last one there because we might have another car on before too long. There's one right here. And we'll be able to buy food almost certainly. So we'll go there over the pomegranate, which is a little rough. Yeah, well, you know, the thing about Artemis is, and I'm not being, like, edgy here, is Artemis does not like guys. Like, she is not about it. And I refuse any incarnation of her that is okay with it. Now, normally, if I got to choose my character, I would, you know, I wouldn't be a dude in this game anyway, and I would 100% be like, hello, Artemis, do you want some delicious, whatever? But, you know, it wouldn't be right. Even if the game allows me to do it, I do not accept that.
I'll pay for that.
And it's time... Oh no, I walked into the fire again. Unless it is... Sometimes these chests in front of Charon have money in them. But would they have enough for me to get a pomegranate? No, because it would just be 10. And that would leave me one short. It's okay. We just need to go to this fight and not lose. Because if we can just win...
Come and get it.
Alright, Bone Hydra of Lerna, hit me baby one more time.
Not now.
You know, the attack damage on the armor, very good for churning through these heads. Like, really, really solid indeed. 'Cause that's just like a relatively short combo. The deflect on attacks, very good for this Lerna fight too. Oh yeah, very good. I just need to remember my training such as it is and not run into the head bashes like that. Oh no! I got hit by the head bashes again, just like I said I was not gonna do.
Not finished yet.
Yeah, the damage against armor, legitimately wonderful for this boss fight, but I need to quit running into the water. There's still a couple of heads. There are still a couple of heads. And the deflection on attacks, quite excellent as well, and now we'll just sink in a couple of these, and I need to, you know, just not... Just not get hit by whatever it is that the Lernaean Hydra is doing there, and before long, 30 more hit points on me. There we go. Yeah, feels good. Feels real good.
Alive and well.
And now, we get a diamond. We got out with the Stygian Blade, so two times in a row beating the Lernaean Hydra. And that feels good. You know, I'm, obviously that fight wasn't clean, but...
We'll have you back here soon enough, I think.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Alright, so we'll get 10% health for 3 chambers. I mean, that's, 36 total. Seems worth doing. This thing for the damage on that seems good too, though, and we cannot afford both of them. All of these boons are worth way more than they're willing to pay for them. We'll just... Yeah, we've already got a damage there, boost there, so we'll just buy that one. Do we get rid of the boon, or the charm there, and go down 50? I think probably not. Broken Urns have a 3% chance to contain health items? Alright, maybe that thing is what I need to be running with all the time now. But no, we're just going to keep on this one, because if we, you know, when we get more HP... Alright, so right there, that counts as leaving a room. So we got 13 right there. And, yeah. It's not a great return.
Everything's so green.
But everything's so green. What do we have here? Some arrows.
Splendors of Elysium, reserved for only the most great of mortal souls, spread forth luxuriantly all about the fire-stepping prince.
The fire-stepping prince, I like that.
Luxuriantly? Really?
Sometimes the best option is not to buy anything. Deepen my relationship with Skelly has a great charm to offer. You know, he is a nice fella. We'll go to the Hermes one here. This is like a light Hermes charm. I think...
He's fully recovered.
Oh, right. We need to get the spirits. Otherwise, they'll go into the bows and regenerate them. It's like, is there a mini-map? I don't think there is. I was just thinking that, like, if I just now learned... Oh, those bows that they send with the traps can be deflected. They probably do very large amounts of damage. They certainly seem to absolutely schwammer the enemies when they get hit by them. We're going to need to not get hit to find out. But it seems like it's relatively worthwhile. Alright, now it's all red again. I think... Yes, we'll just eat some of those.
In the name of Hades.
It looks redder, but alright, so I can dash more times in a row. If only I had some ability that clicked off of dashes. Daedalus or HP? I think we'll go with Daedalus Hammer, and we will just schwammer them. Exactly. It's a very important word. Look, in my experience, the more big words you know, the more people will let you get away with saying silly ones. Because no one's going to be like, hey, that guy thinks schwammer is the right word. Even when it's clearly the right word, people will try to judge it, you know. Because there are prestige and non-prestige dialects. I would love to just use the Medusa charm all the time and use the bow and just crack urns, and that'll be my thing. I just like Legend of Zelda it and break urns, and that's the only way that I can proceed with the game. Alright, dash strike hits twice, don't care. Attack fires a wave, no. Special hits twice, but no longer knocks far away. Well, I haven't chose this one yet, and the prophecy says that I'm supposed to. And who am I, literally who, or whom, to deny it? Alright, so if I go here, they'll make me choose between them, and if I go here, we'll just see Zeus, who I don't like. Just like as a person. Inside of the game, Zeus hasn't done anything to seem untoward or sketchy. He hasn't. Just a couple of intonations here and there, a couple of word choices. But Zeus isn't a nice guy. He's just not. So I am disinclined to believe him in general. So do we go with more Athena or Artemis? I hate to choose any one over the other, but we're actually trying to complete the Athena boons here, so it makes sense to get her here. But unfortunately... Ooh! Magnificent. Look at that. Last Stand, it replenishes one use of it here, so we get a whole bonus life for selecting Athena here.
Zagreus. I
guess you got me. Now why don't you go take a shot at this?
And now my girl's mad at me.
Had to do it, Artemis. Time to win her over.
We just need to stay out of those circles. And ideally, we will, if we keep the guys here on this wall, we're going to be in great shape because the traps are going to keep on firing and they're going to hit them first. We just need to get through this, and she'll forgive me in no time. Oh no, I keep forgetting that we have to get the spirits done, but there we go. Forgive me, Artemis. There we go. She's forgiven me, ish.
All right, I'm going to forgive you now, I guess.
There we go.
No need to beg. You just think.
See, we're all better now. And here... Alright, so when we do a crit, then we'll do more crit. I think we'll go with this for... So if we hit anything, it'll do like a Seeking Arrow, which doesn't seem that good, but it seems a little bit good. And thanks to Athena recharging our Death Defiance by 1, which is very nice. So do we take a pomegranate? I think we'll just go for another boon, because if we can get her god boon for the invulnerability, it's a really good ability, but... So who do we have here? So, we have Thanatos himself. This theme is nice. I actually think I need to turn the music up some here.
Thanatos, I figured it was only a matter of time before Father sent you after me to do his dirty work.
Zagreus, is that really why you think I'm here? Let's see how many of these exalted champions you can send back to their dooms. Unless you'd rather I would send you back to yours.
You said I should go to the pomegranate. My bad. I had already chosen before you gave me the advice. So his design is so cool. It actually reminds me very much of Magus from Chrono Trigger, which anybody that's played it would see that, you know. Floating dude, you know, whitish hair, got a scythe, but really love it. When you see him, I was almost like, it's gotta be Thanatos, right? So this should be the last of the chthonic aspects for me to meet, so I should get a prophecy fulfilled here. Oh, I'm not supposed to fight him. We're competing. Alright, I don't know if he is cheating or just much smarter than I am, but sometimes he does max damage to them, so I just need to kill him before that. And I definitely don't want to be in that. Alright, so he beat me by 6, but he doesn't want to beat me up, so that's okay. He is nice. I'm glad you like him too. Alright, so... Hey, there we go. This is just what we needed. Deathless Stand. Replenish 1 use of Death Defiance. Amazing. I don't know if a pomegranate would be that good, but it was pretty good. Can I give him a thing? I cannot, but we can talk to him.
Without so much as telling me goodbye. I suppose you knew I'd catch up with you sooner or later. Is that it?
I thought he was being all emo for a second, without even saying goodbye.
I left when it was necessary, Then. I thought of you and hoped you'd understand. I have to do this.
That's more motivation than I've ever heard from you. Well, if you won't say
Oh, he
it,
sounds so
I'll say
hurt.
it. Goodbye, Zagreus.
Definitely sounded like his feelings were hurt. And we've just got an achievement. Well stocked. We bought 9 Well of Charon items in 1 run, so that's good. Good news. Alright, so Ares boon on a boss fight or Charon room when I can barely afford things. Why not?
Soul-sucking butterflies. Not now.
Oh, those guys have like the Shield of Chaos sort of thing. We need to make sure that we're not... Okay, there's one of each of the kinds of thing here, and when we get them down, we need to make extra sure that we get the spirits, which we have done.
They'll just keep coming because of that butterfly ball.
Oh, well, thankfully he has pointed out that everything I was doing there is meaningless because of the butterfly ball. I have 1 HP, which is not perfect, but if we can just kill this guy without taking 1 more damage, maybe we can get away with this. Come on. Oh, that wall was in my way. Glorious.
Won't catch this soul, thanks.
Alright, so I guess we could give Ares 1, because I've got an extra one. Yeah, we'll give Ares 1, and we'll save the next one in case we meet somebody nice. Because I haven't given Ares a nectar yet.
Lord Ares, please accept this offering for giving me such strength as necessary to succeed.
You are a flatterer, my death-inflicting kin. And I am feeling generous as well, so here. A small
And
token
Ares
for
just
your
acting totally normal again. He really is the most normal acting dude. I do know better. He's not normal. But he acts super normal every time you meet him. It's unsettling almost.
become the stuff of legends told in fearful mortal
Here we go. That's a little more ominous at least. A Blade Rift on the dash. Now this one, the Fated Prophecy wants me to choose it. You know what? We might as well.
Kill or be killed.
The heart and soul of a collector is in me, and when it comes to those sorts of choices, like I gotta choose a thing that the game's telling me to do. All right, here we choose between money and Aphrodite. I do not like Aphrodite. You cannot trust the Foamborn. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows you can't trust her. She's the worst. Alright, there we go. I've taken the damage. I have defied the death. And now for this room, we'll do more damage. We've got 1 charge left because even though we've used, several of them, it doesn't matter. thing about Aphrodite is that she's just awful. Not like in the game. In the game, you know, she's fine, you know. Sure. She fits Aphrodite well enough. The model is well done. Aphrodite is bad news. My call. Yeah, so we might as well take this one because we haven't taken her aid boon yet, and yeah. So max health or money? Max health it is. Every time, look, finding the attention of any of the gods is rough, but every time that Aphrodite gazes upon a mortal and takes interest in them, they invariably suffer for it. It's conspicuous. And what she did to Pygmalion was wrong. Even if he asked for that statue to be brought to life, she should have liked him better and told him no.
I think not.
The seeking arrows from the hits are actually kind of nice. I like them. Not least that they sort of like say, hey, there's a person over here. Hit them with your sword. I am not going to press F to use call because I want to save it up. I don't know. You know, I only ever used it in boss fights in the past. But no, like in game, she's fine. I don't find her like unsettling particularly. I mean, she's like a little bit much, but I mean, it's Aphrodite. What are you gonna do? Like being a little bit much is absolutely 100% her thing. But the poet in me deeply mistrusts Aphrodite. Like Zeus is a bad person, but if any of the gods were gonna do something bad to me specifically, it's Aphrodite who's gonna do it. She's the one I have to worry about. She is the one who's going to see me as an enemy, you know? It's not going to be Poseidon who wants to make me suffer because he notices me. It's the Foamborn. She is the one to worry about. Boom. Pomegranate.
Power of the gods.
We get a 20% better support arrow. All of these are not great because I don't use the Q very much. Yeah, you know, 20% more on that AoE thing is still 20% more. And I don't use the Q ability much at all. Alright, so we got a Charon or... Nope, it's just a Charon. Of course, I do have 240 coins, so we'll be able to buy something nice if something nice is for sale. If I could just get slightly more money.
Thank me, mate.
You know, they don't always have money in them. Alright, so do we take the boon or do we take the HP? I think the boon is the thing to do because I love Artemis.
Even there in your underworld, it seems quality hunting gear doesn't come cheap, apparently.
And we could just take... Actually, this is nice, because they'll take 100 damage whenever that drops out of them. And since that's like a good thing to sink into my foes, that could be useful. There's a cart here for us to look at.
The ominous facade of the great Elysian stadium looms tall above the rabble-rousing prince, as if to goad him into such a competition which he cannot hope to win.
You approve of the exit wounds choice? Yeah, it seemed really good.
Cheers for the vote of
I like a lot of Artemis's abilities. This support fire one is like, it's pretty fine. If vases have gold, they'll be gold. You know, that is good news. That'll help me out a lot. All right, so I have not been here before. I fought the Minotaur in the earlier one. I don't know why I thought we would fight him every time, but I guess the Thanatos encounter is the one that we got instead. So, who will the champion of the arena be? Zagreus earlier said he hopes it's Heracles. Theseus? Perseus? Is it gonna be one of the demigods? We hear in the distance the cheering of the crowd. Hector? Who could it be? Who could it be? Well, Ajax? Let's see.
Oh, wow.
I warned you, short one. Now you face a foe more terrible even than I. The only other foe whom I
Theseus.
ever faced who bested me.
Hold, fiend! You'll walk not one more step toward the light of day, so long as I am here.
Oh, and he's all, like, cheesy. He's all cheesy.
No way. You two are legends. I'd be honored if we had a sporting contest.
He's all, like, hands on his hips.
A naked attempt to sway me from my
He called me a
convictions.
blackguard.
Defend yourself, you blackguard. And may the gods show you some
Blackguard.
mercy, for I shall not.
Blah, 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 Theseus.
I shall scour you from this place.
Can't do that. We owe everything to our audience.
Oh, blackguard! How your spirit must be quivering inside.
Not yet. Can't do that.
Prepare.
Bull rush.
I'm out.
And we get death defied. I don't have any more charges of it, so if we don't win this, then we lose.
Lord Dionysus, give me strength.
I don't think so.
Not yet.
Oh, and they dodged all my attacks on the pillars.
I'm empty.
I am not finished yet.
Not now.
Keep cheering as we battle to the last. Face me.
I'm empty.
Oh no! I'm gonna die! Ah, man.
Not for the likes of you.
I knew it. I was. The god gauge didn't make me invulnerable long enough.
Oh, I want a rematch now.
Terrible. Terrible. So you don't come across the Minotaur every time. Always in the final fight. Counter him prior to will have half his health. Yeah, I think now that I like sort of know how they behave, I'll be able to prepare slightly more. Maybe not. Hey, Thanatos is here. We will listen.
Really, that is the worst idea I think I've ever heard. Do you understand how little sense that makes?
I'm just saying, maybe if you just, I don't know, had all the mortals gather at the same time, and spend together, huh?
that that is just like a figure in the Greek godhood. That is classic Titan behavior right there. What a champion thing to say. Good stuff. That's hysterical. What a guy.
What are they on about now?
Cause of death, Boulder.
Pardon the interruption, everyone.
So we got like only 100 darkness out of there. We're gonna give.
If I don't pat your other heads, don't bite
We're
my
gonna give
arm off.
Cerberus a
Deal?
little pet here. Need to save the nectar in case we run into somebody that we haven't given nectar to. Can I give some to Hades? You know, I'm not gonna do it, but that's funny. I'm not gonna do it, but that's funny. It would probably annoy him greatly.
It's awfully quiet here, you know, when you're out and about. Makes me a bit self-conscious, truth be told, seeing as ostensibly I'm the musician of this court.
Look, if you decide to start strumming on that lyre again, I'm sure nobody here is going to mind. Though you take care, okay?
If you insist, my friend.
Meg's here. We'll chat her up.
What do you want from me? Leave me alone. We've nothing to discuss here anymore.
Alright, she is not happy to see me.
I was just checking up on you. Just let me know if you wanted to talk for any reason.
I'm not interested in having company, especially from you. You stay the
Her
hell away
feelings are
while
hurt
I'm
because
off
we
to-
beat her so many times in a fight. Oh, and she's Employee of the Month. That's why she's got hurt
Never had a featured
feelings.
servant of the house.
How very thoughtful, I guess.
You say when you first played the game, you were confused and thought they made Orpheus a woman. I admit the character design I found surprising. But you know, they say it's Orpheus, it's Orpheus. If they hadn't labeled them Orpheus, it wouldn't read as Orpheus to me.
I thought Olympians didn't like our
But
kind.
you know, he's been dead a while, right? Because when I think of Orpheus, I think of Orpheus the youthful, you know, who convinces all the plants and animals to go along with his plan and weep, and you know, gets all the nymphs and everything, and just like walks into hell, you know, as a bold young man, and not as this like proto skeleton over here.
They typically
I
do
don't.
not. But you are family, child. And I believed Athena wise enough to understand why someone such as I would seek her in particular. She has in turn made others in her family aware.
You make a good team.
Smart. You know, the thing about Athena is
Pleasure doing business with you, Fates.
she's kind of bad too. But we need to get all the Ares boons. We need to get 2 more Athena boons because there's some of them. The thing about so these prophecies, there's one for wisdom, one for love, one for war. That's nice and all, but it's like they're not trying to get me to take all the boons from the other ones, which is a little conspicuous. But we're gonna take the wisdom one first again. Probably we've got 100 here. We've got 9 keys, so we'll take 1 more level of this boiling blood, and then with our 9 keys, we'll be able to unlock a new infernal arms.
What's up, boyo?
What's that one there?
Alright, so that's like the Ares boon, but we're going to continue on with the owl pendant, because we're really close to getting Athena's boons.
Which one?
Getting the prophecy there. So we're gonna unlock this guy. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. Malphon the Twin Fists.
Whoa, those are some paws.
It won't tell me anything about them yet. I've got to slay some foes with them first.
Oops, gotta go.
Alright, so apparently you just punch.
Ready.
I don't know how I feel about these items, but I want to give them all a shot.
That is Athena.
You bear my owl pendant, noble cousin. Wherever it should go, I faintly see it shimmer from afar.
Ah, so she notes that I'm using her special ability, and she is excited about it. Alright, so dash deflect is, I think, yeah, probably just in general a really good ability, because dashing is like my go-to defensive thing. Yeah, the thing with Orpheus' design is just, yeah, like you said, it's such a polite way of saying things, you know, like, I don't love it. That's sort of how I feel about it. It's like, I don't see anything in it where I'm like, man, this is a crazy great design. They really nailed it, you know, like, Achilles' design isn't brilliant, but it scans as Achilles and it's a good design. You get somebody like Nyx who's wonderfully designed, or Hades, you know, that like it's just like really beautifully done. But here we get a pomegranate of power for this ability that we don't need any stronger. It's really just having the deflection on it was the point, but
Good, come on in. Another key. More trouble.
I like the shield a lot more than these fists. Maybe, you know, like, I could see them being good for something, but hey, we get a little chaos thing. Definitely gonna go down there. Oh, we can give chaos the nectar. That should be interesting. We get our max life, and we take it away.
Where am I?
And we will just feed chaos some nice, delicious things.
Upon Olympus. I wish
We're
to
thanking
have enough
chaos
you.
for everything.
Thank you for
Yeah, I've met them a couple of times. They are a very interesting design.
To make attempts to tempt me with material things. You then, please in turn allow me this attempt at reciprocity.
I love that chaos is like, you can't bribe me, don't be ridiculous. And then they're like, but actually, this is such a thoughtful gift. I mean, I would be remiss not to get you more. You say chaos is designed in the second game, so did you? Well, cool. Yeah, I saw the second one is in early access. I have been meaning to play this one for some time, so.
It is quite difficult even for me to sense your presence at times. The Olympians catch their glimpses now and then, but you are always in a shroud. Thus is the influence of Nyx.
Chaos is just pointing out what we've been told. Like, Dionysus the other day was like, hey, you know I can't hear you, but I know you can hear me, so. Alright, so we'll get more stuff forever. more damage forever. Yeah, we're going to take this excruciating strike, because we'll just try not to die, and then we'll do, 37% more damage forever, and that's good. Alright, so Ares boon, Athena boon. Yeah, we'll take Athena boon, because we're just trying to get all these Athena ones for the prophecy. That's what's most important. I don't see how this is going to be like an infernal arm that's like, I just don't have a concept of it as being efficient in a boss fight, I guess. Say their design is the one that's taking the most drastic changes, but you love it, and this is wanting to make you play the game again. Of all the things that people say to me when they watch, my very, very favorite is that 7% resist damage. We'll take that. My very favorite is that they decided that they were going to play the game either for the first time or again based on watching me play, because that just makes me feel so good.
I've tolerated your impudence for long enough.
Alright, so here we just need to not get hit. Normally I try to hit the guys here, but we're just going to, we're just gonna go around. Our deflection should be, reasonable enough at dealing with some foes. Of course, we don't want to not kill anyone because they do drop money, but we do want to be staying in motion, never taking a hit on anyone.
A few more moments.
Just moving. Just moving, because if we can get to that little fountain there, we might be able to drink up.
Good.
And get some health. Alright, so 50% damage to armor is really good. We're just going to take this health thing, though. Charon or Nectar? My love for Nectar or my desire to at least get out of here with these fists so I can get the Titan blood for them. We'll take the Nectar. We've got 2 regens anyway, and Nectar is next to everything. Plus, if we see Megara again, we can give it to her, and then she'll be like, I thought I told you never to talk to me again. And I'll be like, oh, Megara, you so jealous. You're the jealous one. And she'll be like, I asked you to stop calling me by my epithet, and I said no. Never gonna give it up. I wish I hadn't already written a Megara poem. I could do it better now. Not that I would. I would make an even worse one than my Megara poem. My Electo poem was fine. I never wrote a Tisiphone poem. I never had anything to say. But I'm glad that you're enjoying watching it, Bear. When I saw your name in there, I was like, oh, Layla said that you liked it, so I was glad you're checking it out. I'm like, hopefully you won't be too annoyed by my abilities. But there we go. Yeah, we're going to be able to get all of our health back here. A Pomegranate of Power to improve. Yeah, this is just going to give us better backstab damage. And here we're going to take the Trove Trial. So this is going to be excellent because we're not going to lose, and this is going to give us, when we clear it, it's going to give us all of our health back. We're not going to die.
It seems I need to look for better help.
There we go, and we've got all of our health. So, money or gems? We'll go for money every time. Money, of course, also regenerates our health.
More wretches.
I love that the icon for the food is like Greek food, but it's like fries and hero, like you would get at like a Greek restaurant in America. It may be a Greek restaurant in Greece. I don't claim to be an expert. I figure whenever we eat something in America and say that it's their food, it's not. Or at least that their version of it is significantly different than ours.
What do we have here?
Alright, pomegranate or heart. Yeah, our boons are just... I think we'll take the heart. Do I still have to write poetry? I do not. I think my last poem I wrote like more than a year ago now, and it had been like, you know, more than a year before then. I kind of gave up poetry when I gave up drinking to a large degree. I no longer felt that I had anything to say. Or rather, didn't want to say anything that I had left. I went through the old notebooks and took the fragments I thought I could get something from. I was working on something, but I never got far with it. There's this chapter in the U.S. Army Infantry Manual that they had in like the 30s or 40s, and there's this chapter called Surprise where the most absolutely bonkers story happens in World War One, and I just became like incredibly fascinated. This is actually the poem that I didn't write about this event is why I bake bread now. Because I was working on that one, and then I started working on Timoleon one, and they both needed me to know stuff about baking bread for very minor parts of the piece, and then instead of writing them, I made bread instead. I am not going to give you a gift. You didn't earn it.
You've met Athena, dearest, so you know not all the ladies on Olympus are alike. And I, for one, am grateful to our forebears for that.
And we get, here we go, different league. So we need both of these, but we're going to take different league because special doing more damage is theoretically good for some other item we could do, like the bow. So we're going to take this one. Also, the one that's increasing the span, the damage on the one. So these are gold? No, those are merely yellow. We would need a gold one that's not yellow, and that's where the money would be. So, Titan Blood inside. Yes. Yeah, that was years ago.
I bet it's Meg again.
I had this whole thing I was doing, but...
Finally.
Electo?
Good job, Red
Yep.
Blood. You made it all this way. But I have got to send you back to Daddy now. Nothing personal.
Wish you could join me, Electo. Want me to put in a good word with Father next time so you can come visit us at the house yourself?
Because my poetry, they weren't really about the Furies. They used, you know, the lens of the story of a Fury for me to talk about myself, just like everything I ever do is.
Oh, you know, I'd rather have my eyes put out, but thanks for offering. Now, time to head on home.
I can't.
I better stop her.
Got you.
Alright, so I've got to quit taking damage here, and we don't want to hit her when she's spinning like a Beyblade. Yeah, so we need to get the backstab in. That's, you know, that's our whole build is built around the backstab, so I need to be trying to do the backstab and not the front stab. she's about to rage up. Oh, I keep walking. Okay, so it's all traps here. I need to not be on them.
Stay there.
Oh no, I'm taking a huge amount of damage again. I need to quit trying to swing. Every time I try to do an attack in a boss, I just get hurt. There we go, punched in the face.
I don't like her very much.
But the good news is, we at the very least got this Titan blood. And that means if I don't feel like taking these fists again, then I don't have to. Upwards and onwards.
Let's hear it, Father.
Tread lightly, boy.
Just like a little threat. Alright, so if we get one more thing, then it'll rank up. But if we have 50 more HP, that'll be good. Let's just take the Sisyphus Shackle.
All set.
Since we don't have a lot of increases on any of our stuff yet, it seems like it'll do pretty good. Heyo, 200 for one whole life. Well, that does seem worth doing, doesn't it?
Do I still need these?
Yep, seems fine.
So much for Tartarus.
And put a little check mark there, because we are good to go. Of course, I very, very much want to get out of here. Not just because I want to do well, but because I don't like these fists particularly. And being the kind of person I am, I absolutely will have to keep on using them until I get the results I need. But I think actually the setup I have right now is absolutely terrible for dealing with the Hydra, so I'm going to need to get some good boons before we... Alright, so Hermes is usually like really good passives from what I can tell, but some of them might be wonderful, so we'll just hope for a good one. Yeah, if I had, like, deflect on attacks, this would be a whole different dynamic. So it's really just, like, my choices early, or rather, my luck early. Hello, Hermes. I don't think we're going to give him our nectar here, because I want to give it to Eurydice if we see her here. I like her.
Something, don't you think so, cuz? Normally I'd stop for no one here, but when it comes to her, exceptions must be made.
You were playing a game and now you haven't been playing the whole time, Bear. Well, thank you for hanging out. I'm glad that it was engaging enough to distract you. This is so much fun. I had put up a couple like videos of it because I was like, oh, I only have like 40 minutes to play, but I think it just makes more sense to stream anyway because it's a lot easier for me to have something to say if there are people to talk to. Alright, special, faster, dodge automatically, more dodges, more dashes. You know, that reflex thing with the extra dashes is really nice. And then I run right into the water. Into the delicate water. Alright, we're talking to Charon because if we get Charon, then we'll still be able to buy some delicious
river market.
Foods from him. Okay, he doesn't have any food. We'll buy a key, though.
The searing flame and ashes of the river Phlegethon.
I do enjoy dead people's fineries. Care to provide me any insight as to just what sort of hideous monstrosity awaits me over on the next infernal island, Chiron mate?
Oh, Bear, yes, you made the connection. Yeah, it occurred to me whenever I was making it the other day, so I'm like, I should make this just like this is the name of the Hades stream. And, I, of course, have, since I was a child, identified quite strongly with Sisyphus.
That bad, huh?
Back when I had a Facebook for many years, like 6 years, my image profile was Titian's painting of Sisyphus. Whenever I disabled it, it was Titian's painting of Salome, with the head on her platter. Oh yeah, see, this is exactly where you want ultra deflection dashing for. So we don't even need to hit them. We do need to stop dashing into the lava. Okay, so I need to start being smarter, because I thought I was doing good, but I've actually taken like 15 damage, like 30 damage, because I can't stop running into the water.
Let's do this again sometime, alright?
Attack deals more damage and inflicts weak. Alright, so actually, I want that a lot, but 95% attack damage is just really good. I haven't taken it before, but I'm not trying to get her thing leveled up right now. So I think, yeah, we'll just take that one. Is the money really the only outlet here? Because with the higher attack, if we can get through Lerna, then this run will be an unmitigated wonderful success, right? Like, it'll just be like a legendarily awesome thing. We've got 284 life. Yeah, we definitely needed the boost of the damage.
You wanna die again?
And I have Death Defied. That's not great, but I have one more charge left.
Not now.
And the Shackle ranked up. Of course, now the Shackle, so the attack would have been higher. I don't actually know. How do I look at it? Maybe it's not in the codex. Anyway, because the Shackle works before you get the abilities, and then I got the abilities, so now the Shackle's not good on that anymore, but it'll still work on the cast and the bonus thing. So not gold necessarily, but special looking. So this shimmery one here will have it in it. Yeah, there we go. So keys are really good, but money is also health. We'll take the key though, because have I played the new Cat Quest? No, I have not played any of the Cat Quests, but I have watched Bob play
Thanatos.
The Cat Quests. Thanatos. Oh no.
Thought I might find you all the way out here. Although, quite frankly, I'm surprised you're still alive.
I can hold my own in case you haven't noticed then.
I haven't, Zag. Now stand back
Ha!
and let me show
Boom,
you how it's
roasted.
done. Prepare yourselves.
Oh, I'm trying to hit him again. I forgot that he will totally school me in the event that I do that. I didn't know Thanatos would show up down here. Maybe he does, but yeah. I was surprised to see him. I was like, wait, doesn't he show up in Elysium? But
Die. Come on out.
Keep fighting.
You're next. Time to collect.
That's the end of that.
we beat him? We did better than he did.
Got more of them than I did, huh?
And then he gives me a heart for it. I think, yeah, we'll give him the gift. You know, you never know when you're gonna see him again. Here you go, buddy.
But I got you something.
You want me to take that off your hands? Fine. But you are taking this from me. And if anybody asks, we're even. Or scratch that. Don't tell anyone about this. Understand?
He won't refuse us anything.
Thank you, Than.
But we get the pierced butterfly. And we're gonna do a little chat.
I told you I don't need your help here, Thanatos.
Oh, and then he's like, oh, I don't need your help. After just, like, asking for it.
Just happen to be in the area is all. Carry on, Zagreus.
Bit of a ex-boyfriend situation, it seems like there.
Now.
It just seems like that. I don't know. They definitely are acting a little weird with each other. In terms of, like, it seems like they have a personal history that they have not resolved their emotions about, I mean. You know, they've intimated as much, just, like, randomly talking. Alright, do we take all of these?
Always a pleasure, Charon. That's better.
And then a boon? Yeah, we might as well.
Greet you, cousin.
Hey, another little
Feels
Athena
unseemly
boon.
to make contact from that most unpleasant boatman's stash of ill-gotten
Oh,
wares.
it's unseemly.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
this was an opportunity.
You're just mad that I got the boon for affordable prices. So, we get another... Hey, there we go. An improvement on Deathless Stand. Reducing damage from traps might be better for me, but a whole new health bar for that is excellent. So, we've got... This is what we've got, you know. We've got 2 bonus lives, and it's time to fight the Hydra with our fists.
You touch me, and I shall have your head. Not yet.
Alright, I need to quit standing in their heads. More dashing, less standing still. Alright, so ideally we won't... have to use our charge here. And then we go right into it flipping out. Yeah! A clean fight without using any charges of Death Defiance. And now we've got our diamond, which feels fantastic. I'm learning the Hydra fight slightly better. I mean, obviously I'm still like, it's not clean, but you know, I've beaten it every time since I got the first one. I think I've cleared it.
Well, I did.
He's being like real edgy. And now, alright, so the Sisyphus one, yeah, it does 75% more damage without a boon, which is really good. When it's boosted to the farthest reach, it would be 100% more. So that could be like really good for like speeding through the early reaches, but Gain 1% damage each time you clear an encounter without taking damage. Well, that doesn't seem very good for me. This one actually seems like it could potentially be pretty good. Enter Chaos Gates without losing hearts. But I think we're just going to go and add 50 to the life total. Go to 200 because, you know, Elysium is difficult. We don't have enough money for anything here.
Get me out of here.
But we'll just go with the full HP, because 50 HP also is 25 more HP every time we get resurrected.
That's what the outside world is like.
No, it is not what the outside world is like. It is less green and less red. So Daedalus, yeah, we gotta go to Daedalus because we might get something that'll like really, really make us stronger here. And that dude immediately walks in front of the trap and gets trucked. Dash Strike does 900% damage to armor. While using my attacker special, I am sturdy. Well, you know, that is good. Actions can't be interrupted, and take less damage. We'll take the sturdy one. You know, the prophecy wants us to do all of it. The prophecy, if the prophecy thinks I'm going to... If the prophecy thinks I'm gonna, like, use this item all the time just because I had good results with it, well, you know, maybe it knows what it's talking about. Ow, hit by the arrow. I dashed right into it. It doesn't deflect if you end the dash in the middle of it. But we've got like 4 dashes, which is really good for the deflection. I wish I had my Poseidon thing, because when you get the Poseidon AoE dash, and you combine that with multiple dashes, it's just a lot of happiness. 225 HP, feels good. Alright, so we've got a boon argument coming up, and it doesn't look like they're going to let us... Okay, there's another Daedalus Hammer here. But if we just... Yeah, we'll just side with Athena, I guess. Because we're really trying to charge through there. The Daedalus Hammer could be really good, though. Yeah, we'll take the hammer. Also, I don't want Aphrodite to shoot at me. Although, you know, maybe I could have gotten like one of the calls there, you know. I think part of the fun of this game is always going to be how you'll never know how good the other choice could have been, you know? Like, what if it was going to give you the best thing? But, you know, you gotta make your choices and deal with it. My attack has more range and does 10% more damage. There you go. Oh my god, I love it. If I could just guarantee this one all the time. Alright, so Zeus or Ares? Ares it is.
The mother of all soul catchers.
But now that I know that the mother of all soul catchers must be destroyed and then Oh yeah, this was absolutely the right choice. Now we just need to... It's so refreshing to be in one without a million traps, but you know, I guess traps are an important part of the overall landscape anyway. Alright, this guy is shooting me, and I need to take him out first. And now we get an Ares boon. He's going to be really pleased, because I'm just, like, getting in there, doing the work, right?
Let me continue mine. I trust that one day you shall settle your dispute.
I don't like that. He's... The thing about Ares, and why he's unsettling to me. This whole game, he's just, like, super unsettling to me. It's because Ares doesn't act like this. Ares doesn't say nice things about other people. Ares doesn't say nice things to you. Ares... What's he doing looking out of the side of his face like that at me? What's he doing sort of smiling? Ares is a much more intense guy than this, and he's just pretending to be a normal dude. But, you know, maybe he's just a normal dude. We're going to take Ares' aid here.
The War God's power.
Here, we're definitely going this way, because pomegranates are good. But this is like a unique encounter. It could have been Eurydice in Asphodel. I don't know who it's going to be here. Probably someone we haven't met.
Amid Elysium's moss-covered chambers, carved of stone, stand untold numbers of eternal monuments in tribute to the greatest heroes which mortality can offer, there to honor them in life as well as death.
So I'm excited.
As the house.
Well.
Alright, who do we have here? It is a guy sitting down, and from just looking, I can't figure out who I think he is.
Plenty more shades looking to fight with you out there.
He has a woman's face clasped in his cloak. Odysseus? It could be. It could be. Be like a Penelope clasped there.
I'm just passing through. You seem less warlike than the rest. May I ask your name, sir? I'm Zagreus.
Names are there to be forgotten, stranger. You shouldn't be here. May the fates favor your journey. But just in case they don't, here, why don't you take this?
We've already got all of our Death Defiance. We can get a bunch of life when we go into chambers, or we can do a ton of damage with our auto attack. I think a ton of damage is better than the life regen, honestly, for 10 encounters. Because that's just going to give us HP, but we could get HP any old way. This is going to let us just smash.
It's something, right?
Patroclus.
Patroclus! Ah! Okay. Well. How sad that he's here and Achilles is not. I mean, we know Achilles should be here, right? But we've got enough to go to Charon and get boons. But this door seems like really big. So we're going to go in here.
Who dies first? That one's rearming.
Whoops. I just did it because it told me I could, but that was like a waste. Such a waste. I could have used this to like crack a boss fight, and I just used it to get 2 keys. Well, hopefully I'll be able to get it again before we do that. We're going to go for the Artemis boon. And we're going to hope that it's going to be like one of the good cast ones, or, you know, anything else, because really both of the Daedalus things I got were good, but I'm sort of feeling the lack of some decent AoE type of stuff that a boon could get me, or like cast in like single target from afar. Just anything that'll help me get fleshed out in the skill set. And I'm hoping that. All right, so apparently we could get Hades or Ares Greater Aid again already, but we're gonna save it until a time when we might need it just slightly more. Artemis.
To kill or be killed.
Yep, there we go.
Except for us immortals who have to live with our shame, which is worse.
What's worse, to die or to feel sorry because you're embarrassed? All right, so True Shot, my favorite.
Artemis, guide my hand.
And hey, we've got a Charon pool here. Excellent. Yeah, there we go. 50% damage striking on damaged foes. Meh. That one's fine too, but we'll just go for the HP because 250 coins seems like enough for right now, so. We're actually fighting them at an awesome spot for us. These hedges block them entirely from their shots, so. And we'll be able to blow up that bomb. Well, it missed everybody, but we could theoretically blow up the bomb on them. Decent. Hermes boon or Charon. Well, Charon could get us anything. It could even get us a boon. So we're going to go to Charon. And then, alright, do they have any good ones in here? Looks like all of these urns are normal. They can have good ones, though. I've seen it before. So here we can get a power-up for the dash, which is, you know, just the deflection damage thing, which is pretty useless, but we're going to be able to get a full 100 HP here, which is awesome, and we're going to buy this Aphrodite boon. So this was just dramatically better of a thing.
You truly take me to the best of places.
And she had a little flower crown go there. And she's talking a little bit of trash. So, weak afflicted foes are more susceptible to damage. Now that is good because our auto attack already makes them weak. So this would make our special do like a lot more damage. But I think we're better off just taking this. Well, we've got plenty of strength, we've got dashing, we've got 60% more damage from the jerky. All sorts of fun things. So we'll see if this, if our greater gods call. Okay, so it's each room the thing goes down. So there's no reason not to use it, I guess.
Challenge us again, Asterius, despite having experienced such a thorough thrashing by us last time.
And Theseus is just like being a total jerk again, with his huge old biceps underneath his big old golden bands. He's like, I'm not gonna fight me yourself.
I'll hear no more such wicked lies, half-truths, or quarter-truths.
Half-truths or quarter-truths. Don't get me started on sixth truths or octa-truths. The deca-truths.
Defend yourself.
Can't do that.
Are you not entertained? Is that not why you are here? Yeah, huge backstab damage. Absolutely immense backstab damage. Now, I don't know if we have to, like, kill them both at the same time, but I'm going to try to just increase my focus on the Minotaur and just bully Astarion, because his charge is a little annoying to deal with whenever I'm trying to deal with Theseus, and I feel like if we could just... Come on, let us go then, you and I. Yeah, we are just churning through it. Alright, that Greater Call did wonderful damage, like 1,500. I mean, it's not that much, but it's a lot. I mean, it's not that much. It's a lot. And it makes you invulnerable. So is starting taken down, and now it's just me and you, buddy. I'm getting out of here, and you are not gonna stop me.
Try all you like. Lord Dionysus, lend me your power.
And it's just like, I don't know why Dionysus in particular, but I mean, Theseus sort of had a wine thing later on in life, but it wasn't part of his heroism.
I'm empty. Lost you.
But we are going to get our Ares bar up really soon. We're going to be at 4 levels, and now, come on. We're just going to be impervious to damage. We're just going to chop them up, and yeah, get wrecked. Glorious.
That ought to make Theseus shut it for a
Astarion, it just, so, depending on who's saying it, sometimes you'll see his name rendered as Astarion rather than Asterius. There's a short story by Jorge Luis Borges where he's styled as Astarion, and
I can't seem to open it.
And there's a ambrosia here. We can't seem to open it, but we got out of Elysium. First time ever, hooray!
I'll take the service exit, thanks.
He does call in different gods. It's just been Dionysus both times. Well, if I get out of Elysium, I'm not going to be like, that should get me out of here, but... Oh, use the fountain first. Yes, of course. We get 100 out of that. And now we will... Yeah, buy the Ichor as well.
20 boons worth giving up. Which to choose?
I think just keeping the spiked collar is the move to go with. Just because these, I don't know how to lean into them well enough yet. this black shawl could be good with like the build, but I think it's cool how you could like, you know, once you get the boons, you could modify what you were using in it. But let us proceed. I've never been this far, as it says. These fists, I thought they were bad, but you know, the auto attack damage too good. Hey, we're moving on up.
Ground floor.
So here it sticks. I guess we are. But we've already been talking to Charon.
The prince has ventured all the way up to the surface of the mortal realm, yet still he is encased within the earth itself. The gateway to the underworld, a threshold from which there is no escape.
We'll see about that. Oh no, not this.
No!
The multi-headed Cerberus stands vigilant before the underworld's entryway. The tales
They can't make me fight Cerberus. I won't permit it.
So it's really come to this, boy. After everything we've been through. Well then, this is how it has to be. There's nothing left to say. Except for, on your guard. No, seriously, boy. I know why you're here. There has to be a way to make you look the other way. What if I help you with the satyr problem? Would you let me go?
What if I help you with the satyr problem?
Please. I have to find Persephone. My mother. You know what this means to me.
After a moment's hesitation and deliberation, the voracious Hound of Hell barks once.
The voracious Hound of Hell, my best pal.
Sets off in search of something that can sate the monster's appetites.
I love Cerberus. I love his green noses. I love his derpy little smiles. I'm so glad it's not going to make me hurt him. Let me give him a pet. Alright, so we've got a lot of choices here. Pomegranate, Artemis Boon, HP. I think Pomegranate's the choice.
Here goes. Poisoned.
Alright, so the poison is like pretty rough. We don't want to be taking the poison damage. Okay, so it's like a gauntlet thing. Where we're just in these rooms, because, okay, so this is like the barrier to the underworld. We're here in the fortress, so it'll be these sort of like a gauntlet of rooms, I guess, is how it'll be stylized here. And we'll need to avoid traps and, you know, sadnesses and whatever this guy is made out of.
Not poisoned at the moment, thanks.
Oh, and then we can talk to those little things to cure our poison. I don't know if they're in every room. They might be in every room. They're in every room.
It's just a tiny vermin.
Oh no, it's gonna get bigger. But at least I figured out that they have those cure things there, so we don't have to take huge damage from being poisoned. We don't have to take any, but that would require not walking into the poison in the first place, so we probably have to take some damage. Greater Call. Oh no, get back here, you punk. If we're gonna use this, we deserve at least 1,000 damage. Yeah, like 2,000. Now we just need to get further away from these little... Yep, if you dash away at just the right time, then you get the deflection on the charge that they do, which is, you know, theoretically possible. And now we Ares again. Oh no, I got knocked out of it. I thought it was all the way charged up, but it wasn't. I've got 12 HP, but if we get through this, then maybe we can get more without losing our life. Yeah! Vermin vanquished. Glorious.
So vicious yet so tiny. Good enough to eat.
And now, this is a much better Blade Rift, but it's only 10 more damage per hit. And it doesn't increase the time of it, right? And this is 7% more damage in general, but this is like a ton more damage in general when it hits, so single target there. Yeah, we'll take that. Being able to sink like 500 damage in is good.
Hope this can get me out of here.
And this says return the Temple of Styx. All right. So now...
Something I can use.
Okay, so things here are very expensive. You can buy a diamond.
Where to?
Okay, so you churn through all of these in whatever order. Well, we may as well buy an Artemis boon.
Can't afford that.
What do you mean I can't afford that? I'm standing in front of it.
I guess this means you must have paid the boatman's ransom here. And whatever price he charged you, it was worth it.
Hunter instinct. Once we do a crit, more crits. It seems like this, like the Artemis ability needs other ones to really make it work better, but we'll see. We're going to go for the max HP one. We're going to go for the max HP one. Gorgon heads, I think, there, but we'll be alright. And we're far enough away from this guy who's just spitting poison out to where we don't have to worry about anything there. Give me health. 10% health when we get to a chamber. So this is going to be 75 over the time, but 30% more passive damage might just be better. No, we'll take the health. Yeah, the deflected and the backstab damage, pretty good. Pretty strong. We soak out like a lot of DPS when we're just charging around. The deflection makes it safe. I wish I had deflection on my auto attacks, but the weakening is good too. Because, I mean, just having them do 30% less damage, and then everything about this build isn't perfect. But the synergy with my bread and butter of the auto attacks is all right there. The dashes are there. We've got multiple dashes. We've got our swinging. It seems good. And we're getting rid of that satyr problem just like we promised.
Not yet. Poison again.
I'm poisoned. There we go. Solved. Got poisoned again and didn't notice, but before it did too much to me, and I think we've got him here in this stun lock, so we're good. There'll be one more over here. Weird. Oh yeah, more of the vermin. So we're just going to stay outside of their range when they start doing the ridiculousness and punching them all in the face most heroically. And now we're just going to churn through it because, of course, you don't want to waste your invulnerable frames while you've got them. You should just be churning through the foe.
Look what I found.
And it looks like we get through this one.
Need to keep looking down those passageways.
Alright, we'll go to the Aphrodite boon this time. Just to avoid the boss fight before we get a little stronger, you know, and maybe possibly in better shape for it. Oh, he tried to poison me and I deflected it and it poisoned him instead. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun indeed. That's what you get for being an evil little satyr witch doctor. You know, these fists, I didn't like them, but with the additional range, they play a lot more like a trident that's fast. Like, real fast. This is a real good game, and I'm having the best time.
This won't end well for you.
It's all the more interesting because I'm quite engaged in the story, but also, like, really, really loving the mechanics of it. And not in the slightest bit bored with, like, any of the, whoa, no, that's, a little intimidating. Alright, Death Defied. Okay, so those bars of light do a lot of damage. We don't want to be sitting still when they're happening.
Lady Aphrodite.
But Lady Aphrodite's here. Some lady. Weak effects are more potent. Empty inside. Yeah, we'll take the longer weak damage. That's pretty good. It'll weaken them for, you know, several more seconds, almost twice as much.
Got to keep searching. Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Now we got our 300 max HP. We're just going to keep on going, and we'll save the boss fight for the last one. Might as well, you know, get as strong as we can. They activated the trap card. And then I run right under the trap. That's pretty excellent, very smart. I haven't found the thing. I thought that you had to do the full gauntlet every time. I thought that would make sense. I need to quit standing in front of those buzzsaw things. We need to stand our enemies in front of them. That would be, you know, smarter.
They're slowing down.
Oh, right. There's explosions there. This whole place is a massive, massive traps. This thing I know does poison AoE on the ground, so we're just going to want to stand right here for a second. Am I currently poisoned? I am. Okay, there's no... The lady's right here. Oh, no. I got poisoned all the way. And used my death-defying charges, which feels terribly wasteful. This trap room is too many traps. I definitely was not the equal of the traps. Rough. Well, we don't have enough for a pomegranate again. And there's only one place left to go, so here's where we're going. We have no more stacks of Death Defying. We might be able to buy one from this Charon thing, though, because they cost like 200, or they did where I'd gone before. Alright, so we can get 15% chance to get at this. Yeah, we'll just take +1 for the cast and this. After all, you cannot take it with you. Actually, the guys dropping the health items may not be that good, because there may not be that many enemies in these things, but... Oh well. What are you gonna do?
Sata storage.
There indeed were not things there, so we are going to talk to the Boon first.
This message.
Special is 20% stronger. Is stronger with a 20% chance to crit. You know, if I use the special, that would be great. More critting. Any damage has a chance to be crit. That's good, because that, with the mark thing that we already do have, could be good. So we'll take the Satyr Stash.
Cerberus will love it.
And that's what we're here for. Oh, use the fountain? Oh, this is a fountain of 120 HP. So pretty good.
Time to deliver the goods. One Sata sack for one good boy.
Yeah, not worth it. You were quite right, but...
Terrifying Cerberus accepts the
we give him the fetid sack. Yum! And, well, it's almost my bedtime, but we're not going to give up yet. Not after going through this. We're gonna try to get this boss fight. Cerberus vanquished. Not really. I know, not really. Go out. Did I did it? Did I did it, or is it just pretending I did?
Wow.
I guess I did it.
Oh.
Hey, Dad.
Of course.
I never grew accustomed to the air up here.
Oh, he's got his helmet on.
Senselessly, whichever way it
Very
pleases.
nice.
I suppose you must prefer it to the stillness of the air below.
You know, you're right. The air up here seems pretty good so far. But I will reserve judgment till I've had my fill. I have to say, though, Father, the Helm of Darkness suits you. I'm touched you'd dust it off on my account.
Zagreus notices the helm is very stylish as well.
To come to this. For all your antics with me yet around the house, I always kept my temper, have I not? Unlike you.
Well, let's see. You've berated me repeatedly and often. You've lied to me, mustered your wretched forces to kill me over and over, but sure, I'll grant you that you've always kept most of your anger bottled up. All that's about to change, then?
We're gods, boy. Killing one another is our lot. Although I always thought I was above it. I told you that you cannot leave this place. It seems I must enforce my rules myself. I'm sending you home. Now.
I love that. We're God's boy. Killing one another is our lot. That's some heavy stuff. That's a great poetic line. I love it. Like, when you're writing God dialogue, that's what you want. Oh, he's so buff.
I suppose that you must hate the very sight of me. You'll understand then why I wear the Helm of Darkness.
Oh, he's being like emo. He's like, I'm so dark, that's why I've gotta use the darkness helm, 'cause I'm dark.
That's right.
You'll like this, Dad. Get wrecked. Chop chop. Hey, it dropped food. Excellent. Hey, you know, the ads drop food still, so it was a great call. If we do the fight forever, then they will drop enough food for us to get HP again. Potentially. If I live with 10 HP, then it was a perfect decision. Alright, so that one did a huge AoE behind him too, and that's bad. That's real bad. Come on! It was too much to hope that it would come all the way through him. I have 47 HP left. I don't think we're gonna get it. I think 23 HP. Come on, let me just shoot him. Yes! 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 Got him. Unless I didn't, and we're about to phase 2.
From my brothers, but from you.
I would expect such truth from my brothers, but from you. Look, Okay, phase 2, there we go. I should have known. Yeah, there we go. It's like, I got him! But, you know, I should have known. I almost had you. And he's gonna be like, you never had me. You never had your car. Hypnosis sleeping. You know, we've got our ambrosia. We're gonna chat up Achilles now.
So he must have confronted you himself at last.
Thank you, Bear. I thought it was a great run, too. I got so far with my punchy fists, and now I don't have to use them again if I don't want to for a while. I'm glad you did too, Bear.
Who will be waiting for me the next time I climb all the way to the Temple of Styx and manage my way out.
Zagreus says that. I bet he's going to make me fight Achilles next time, since it said that.
I did not train your father, only you. He is a god, but he is just a god. If you'll forgive my bit of treason there.
Am I going to tell him that I met Patroclus? No, we are not going to tell him that.
Go about your business, Zag. What if Lord Hades saw us chatting like this now? I risked everything by helping you out there, and still you failed.
Oh, and now he's just like trash talking.
Turns out there's quite a lot of dead to fight down in the underworld. Though I probably got farther than I would have.
He's like, hey, have you tried not being bad?
Always happy to oblige, especially when it causes me to risk my
Hey, I got Hades to phase 2. I don't feel bad about it. There's a lot of unlocks left to do. I feel pretty good about that run. First time with the item. Is he behind the desk for me to chat to? He is not. He's so annoyed.
I'm come back. He's here, somewhere, I think. Good old Thanatos. He's so busy all the time, he never talks to me.
Bear, you ask if I'll be streaming tomorrow morning or night? Yes. Probably both. I go to work at 11 tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna try to play probably around like 9 or so until I have to go in. Do at least one run, hopefully, and then tomorrow after work I plan on streaming again. Yeah, absolutely. Indeed. And I very much hope that I will see you there.
Whoa, a rod of fishing here.
A rod of fishing. But here we can give them new jobs to do, and that seems ideal. That seems like the best thing to do rather than just fishing. But maybe fishing would be good. It's hard to say. We'll take this one because spending 2 feels good.
You've done so much for us, house contractor. Why don't you do a little something for yourself? Prices are a little steep there, I must say.
Oh, okay. Nice. So here, if we need many more diamonds, but these are all going to give us, really, really nice things eventually whenever we can get them. So.
Oh, hello, Zagreus. I was just wondering if you had ever heard of any other court musicians who had lost the will to sing. Your father's asked me to explain myself, and honestly, it has been rather difficult.
If it's any consolation, mate, I'm certain every single undead court musician serving in the throne room of the God of the Dead has been through everything you're going through.
That's exactly what I've said. Would have said to Orpheus. So I like that Zagreus said it. But Deuce is here, and she's talking to Momsy. So we've got to
again and prune the gardens thoroughly. By then it should be time to tend the kitchens and sweep the lounging
And she's
area
just bossing poor little
time.
Dusa around.
Yes, right away.
Poor Dusa.
Meg's still employee of the month, and she is still not down here. Did we finish any of our prophecies? No, we just got a couple of the things with the twin fist, but there's so many of the Daedalus ones to get. But the Goddess of Wisdom, we just need 2 more of her boons in order to complete that. And hey, we met all of them, so we can get 10 keys here. So very excellent. We'll be able to unlock the next. Hey, we get the achievement for fulfilling that prophecy. So we'll unlock, and what do we get?
Other side.
Deep Pockets or Golden Touch. So when we clear a region, you get that per rank, or you just start with some money, so that's fine. And this one is just pure HP, and this one is more damage when you're high HP. So we'll just go with 10 more hit points total. I mean, that's amazing. And then at the next level, it'll be 20 keys.
The power of night.
And we're just gonna walk in here real quick.
Special delivery for you back there, boyo.
And yep, there we go. Is it a gun? Is it a gun with an eagle on it? Does it have a little, is it like a bow gun with an eagle on it? Is it a motorcycle? Can I ride on the back of it? I don't know, but I'm gonna find out the answers to some of these questions, but not in this episode. So I need, this one's gotten us all the way through Elysium. This one's gotten us up, and this one's gotten us up. So we need to use either the shield or the bow for the next one. I think we'll use the bow for the next one, just because I've been wanting to use it anyway. And we'll use the bow. We'll throw on the Athena pendant, and then we'll charge out of here. And that should auto save. And then whenever we return, we'll be able to do that. I think yeah, so when we unlock the last of the infernal arms here, we should be able to start using the Titan blood for something. Don't know what, but we should be able to. And, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed. Good night, Bear. Enjoy your work in the morning. And I hope I'll see you all on the next stream or video.